that are here, that are reality, and they need to interact with companies from a certain scale. So this was the time for a company like Havas to think about the options. We hear a lot about technology firms, consulting firms taking over the Palais. You can see, for those who have a badge, that the yellow sponsor is it's a consulting firm, which is funny in a creative festival. And one of the options could have been, why not partnering with those type of people. But in fact, I don't believe that from a culture standpoint it's really working. I mean, I believe that if something is striking my mind, is that creativity has never been so important. I mean, we were yesterday at the Palais with our friends to see the awards ceremony, and they were displaying all the gold lions that all the people from the entire industry have been producing and winning yesterday. And honestly, I really wanted to hire everyone. I mean, it was such a great experience to see that so many talents were here, have been so creative, and this is really where we want to go. And as you know, we have in our, it's a Galaxy, a cousin company called Vivendi, who has always been a great partner to us. I think I might say that Vivendi might be one of the coolest companies in the world. And I'm not saying that because it's CEO here. I really think that the assets of Vivendi, I mean, having its portfolio, maybe the best brands in the world, starting with Universal Music Group, and I really want to thank Sir Lucian Grainge, who is being with us today. Thank you very much, Sir Lucian. Thank you. Is very, very, very meaningful. Canal Plus, of course, a great company, a world-class leader in TV business, TV distribution, movie production, Gameloft, Dailymotion. Maybe Arnaud de Puyfontaine will be here. And I also want to thank very much Arnaud, who is coming from Italy. Grazie mille for being here. So today I would have loved to announce that the deal is closed. We need to wait, I think, a couple of weeks to get the approval from US antitrust and Russia antitrust. We don't expect any formal issue, but we need to wait 2 weeks to be together. I think that the assets that we have and combined together, we create a unique company. When we announced the deal 2 months ago, I mean, the reaction of the team was honestly outstanding. All the Havas people were over the moon. It's giving them so many new perspectives. It's great. All the clients are very, very excited to see, and I very much look forward to discovering what can be achieved through these unique partnerships. All the tech platforms are super excited to find a unique type of partner that together with Vivendi we represent one of the largest company in the space, with 28 billion euros market cap, which by the way will make us the largest group of the entire industry. Yeah, numero uno. And that's cool. So we've put up together a short film to see how it will look like together. it's now my privilege to hand over to Lucian Grainge. Yesterday, Sir Lucian has been awarded Media Man of the Year by the Cannes Lions. It has been decided before we announced our merger together. So I think it's a clear sign of how our two industries are converging, that the Cannes Lions organization is awarding the CEO of the most important CEO of the music industry and beyond. And I'm very pleased to share with you that we just learned that together for a client in New Zealand, we just won our first Lion together, so it's just fresh news. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we were very pleased to hear about that. It's for an interactive piece of music with Ronan Keating, who is someone that was signed to Universal 20 years ago. He was the lead singer in a band called Boyzone. So 20 years, we signed him when he was 16. It was over 20 years later, we would still be innovating and creating new products and reaching new audiences. I would have told him that. Unfortunately, at the time, I didn't know. And that is really, I suppose, the moral of what so many opportunities that there are between us, between our companies and our relationships that we have with one another, as well as our skill sets. Universal Music Group has literally this month just celebrated 10 years in the brand business. A small department that originally started coincidentally in our French company, and it's something that we now, a decade later, have expanded to operate in 30 countries. So with Havas, we are working with 30 of our teams globally. And in the last couple of years, since we've been working together, specifically, I suppose, as you say, sort of cousins, it has yielded 45 brand deals and brand partnerships with our music, with our IP, with our artists, for our artists. And as we say, I think that some of the proof is in the eating, how we've managed to actually execute that. For our artists, for our IP, being the biggest and the largest music company is one thing, but leadership isn't just, and shouldn't be, in my view, always about scale and size. It needs to be about being ahead and thinking ahead, and that is something which is very important to me, that we are ahead. So how we diversify, how we work together, and all the skills that these two businesses can give to one another. Obviously data, obviously insights. But we're in the new artist breaking business. So much of our revenue is in catalogue and library, and the greats, Queen and the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and Frank Sinatra, and artists that have been making music in all forms, jazz, classics, pop, for the last 60, 70 years. But our business tomorrow is the artists that we find tomorrow. So for us, that's how we regrow, that's how we replenish, and that's how we stay ahead, and how we stay relevant in all the deals that we set throughout the world with all our distributors. So for us to be able to offer new developing artists new different ways for them to monetize their revenue, should they want it to be monetized, is something that we are setting a new conversation with. And we're beginning to prove it, and it's beginning to show up in their income, our joint revenues. But it's something that we can offer new artists, new talent. Now, in the world of social networks and everything, all the fabulous opportunities that the internet has offered us, it's allowed artists and talent to have a different conversation with their fans and with their consumers. Now, some of our artists don't want that conversation. They're more private. Some of our artists, to be involved with a brand or to push music, companies or products is an anathema to them. But for new artists who've grown up in a different era, it's created an entirely different opportunity. And that's one of the areas where we think that together, we can be different, and we can lead, and we can add real value to everybody. I think just for me, just in closing, one thing that I wanted to add is we're in a global market. Sure, we have scale, but we need to be quick. And our artists and our talent are quick, and we need to be as quick with them. And these collaborations and this mixture of skills, contacts, relationship, deep experience will make us quicker. So on that basis, on top of that, my final comment actually is, of course, I agree with everything that Jannick has said. The summary is absolutely perfect. Thank you. So yes, we're here. We're excited, and we believe. Thank you.
Me? Okay. It's working. So, I'm going to stand up. It's very hot. So, I'm going to follow both Jannick and Lucian. Is what I think we call a hard act to follow. Does that ring some bells? But I'll try to do my best. And when I'm saying we are media, we are creative, we are machines, we are data, we are social, we are ideas, those are the things which are making also the DNA of a group called Vivendi. We started the journey 3 years ago, and the idea is that we are in a fast-moving environment where we have to make a difference. Media, communication, entertainment is going through a Darwinian stage of life, and you've got to find the kind of the best way to see how you can engage with audience, with clients, and really create a very, very strong relationship with the clients in a way that is going to be different, because as a matter of fact, this is becoming the air traffic control of your media and entertainment journey. So what we have done is really to be at a stage where we have built the foundation of this project, and I'm very happy to report that those who said 3 years ago, by the way, they will never succeed, okay, we are currently proving them wrong. And it was time really to move ahead for different reasons. Number one, this get-together between Havas and Vivendi is, I was a little bit bored by the point of seeing ourselves as cousins. We really wanted to create a brotherhood type of relationship. So that's number one reason. Number two, I think that when you're thinking about our position, media, content, entertainment, telecommunication, technology, and data, consumer science, advertising, this is the environment in which we compete. And so what we are on the verge of achieving is really to create the number one worldwide player in that environment to the service of our consumers, and to create for all of them the best of breed, second to none experience. This is a very hot project, as hot as the weather today, by the way, so it's very, very hot indeed. And we are defining, in our view, what is going to make a difference. And at the heart of the project, let's not forget, I've always been an admirer of Havas. In my previous life, Havas has been a really great partner. And when I see what Havas became over the past decade, absolutely we've got some similarities, we've got some close relationship, but over and above those common elements, the project that we are going all to create, Jannick, I, Lucian, all our colleagues here, is really based in making Havas Vivendi the best possible company in terms of your entertainment experience, in terms of the reach that our clients are going to have with all the audience, in a way that is going to be really extraordinarily modern, fast-moving, innovative, and creative. And creativity in people, it has the very heart of what we do stand for. And if there is, I do believe in signs. Signs are very important. They tell you something. And thinking about the Lions Can this year, I mean, I'd like to get and to have a round of applause for all the creative people at Havas. And Rémi is here, Jacques is here, because it's been the best ever results in terms of Lions won. So at all. So every project has to be blessed, and I think that this is a blessing. So we're there to make things work. A few days to wait. I think that we have already started, as mentioned by Lucian and by Jannick over the past 3 years, to have many initiatives. Some of key people here present. I'm thinking about Dominique, I'm thinking of different people I met. I've been really involved in this kind of a get-together with between Havas and Vivendi. Now, as Lucian said, the proof in the pudding is in the eating, so we'll make it work, we'll make it excited. And it's a very, very compelling story. So really great to be here, a very great defining moment, and can't wait for the future. In Italy they say, il meglio deve ancora venire. Okay, so I'm trying hard. So the best is yet to come, and this is what we're going to do. So watch the space. Thank you very much. Great to be here with all of you.
Thank you very much. So we will circulate to answer if you have any questions, but before we conclude, we have a surprise for you, and Simon will do the introduction. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jannick. Delighted to bear witness immediately to the fact that the best talent comes out of the UK and often then goes across to the US. Look at this man here. He was in the UK and he's gone to the US, and tonight we're going to be presenting to you somebody who was born in the West Country of England, and then he went across to Chicago, lived from the age of 6 to 13 in Chicago, then he came back to his native country. He's got a classical degree in music, and he had what became the unofficial anthem of the World Cup, the Football World Cup, Jungle. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a huge welcome to JDN Commons.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. The wonderful introduction. So this next song, it involves a harmonica part, but I forgot my harmonica brace thing. So does anyone want to play harmonica on this song? Not everyone at once. Just one. No? Right. It's very easy. Get the guitar down a little bit in the bass. Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they hung him from a cross? Sometimes it causes me tremble, tremble, tremble. Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
from the night.